Hello, hello, hello. If you one of my cloud watchers, I thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Let's see, I need to do this. Let's try this again. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. If you're one of my cloud watchers or bush watchers, I appreciate it. Trying to Thank you, thank you. Let me try to turn these settings. Got it. We having a hot flash. Thank you, brother. Thumbs up. Must be having a hot flash. Woo. Hey, happy holidays to you. How are you? Thank you for coming. Hot flash got me. Oh, Lord. Just hit me. Shoot. Lord have mercy. Yeah. Yeah, they'll hit you. Yeah, I've been having them all day too. Say, ooh, Lord have mercy. Keep them under the cover. Now, what was you? Yeah, I know. What you been up to? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How are you doing? Hey, how you doing? Mr. Eric Chan. Oh, Ted. Oh, okay. Hey, how you doing? It's hot flash. How are y'all doing? How doing? Glad to see ya. You like? No. No. Oh, you say tatted hearts? No, cause you came in. When was that? A day or so ago? Or did you? I think you did. And I haven't, cause I don't block anybody. Oh, I wonder. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how it could be. Yeah, cause I don't block anybody. Uh, Ranch, tatted hearts. Now, cause I watched her video. Uh, today, I think it was, and commented under her page today. I think that was to. Well, it's another day, but so yesterday. But no, I haven't. But I'll look. Hmm. I'll have to check the block list. But like I said, I don't. I was in the rich is the only one get blocked here. Yeah, and 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 I don't block them. It's usually the mod will put them in timeout. But the wrench now they'll block him. But I look and see. Okay, if any of them show up, and then I'll just go when I have time. Yeah, maybe when I have like when I finish, I'll check my block list, and then if it is, I'll unblock you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. Hey, Shakira, uh, did you possibly block Chatty's hearts? She can't. She, I don't even know who that is. It's the Ari Chan. She her normal one is Tatted Hearts. Hmm. Okay, I'll have to look. I'll have to look in the block list and see if somebody accidentally blocked her. Cause when she used her Tatted Hearts, she says when she try to put a comment, it don't show. So she's somehow blocked, I think. So, but I'll look in my block list. Unless you want to scare. Scare, you been asleep? You didn't wake up when I called you. Did you see I had called? You asleep? Okay. Child, you missed it. You missed it. James had another 3 hour live. Y'all, I'm trying to find a story for y'all. Um, James had another 3 hour live. You say what? You talking to me, Shakira? My message ain't showing up on my other account. Okay. I'll check my block list. What you say? What happened? What you said? Shakira, what happened? No, I'm just saying James had his 3 hour live. Him in Chicago. Yeah, oh yeah, she was on too. Okay. I don't think you like me. I think it was one of your friends, probably. Yeah, probably so. The name I can check. Tatted Hearts. TATTEDHEART. Saw that video while he did video. It was funny. Mm-hmm. I'm going to start reading this. Read this one. He was screaming like a girl. All right, y'all. I'm going to probably, it was Stale Chaser. No, she haven't been. You talking about because she did it that one time when she woke up in the middle of the night and she had taken some medication and she woke up in the middle of the night and she got on her computer and we was live and she started blocking people and she didn't have a clue. The next morning, next night we came on, she was blocking people. Okay. Sarah Chaser did. It was so funny because I was like, I seen her come on, and I knew she had took some medicine. She had told that she had took some medicine, so if she fall off to sleep, if she doze off or go to sleep, that's where if I don't hear from her, that's what happened. And so it was like over in the morning. She just came on and she just started blocking people. And and then she just stopped doing. I guess went back to bed. Didn't know she was doing it, and I could tell because I take medications that do me like that. And if I don't stay asleep, I'll do something. I do something really weird, like go and put my remote in the freezer or something, something real crazy like that, and then don't have a clue where my remote is, or to call somebody or somebody call. I answer the phone because it's not good for me to answer the phone because ain't no telling what I say, and then I never know that I talk to anybody. So when she did that, I could tell that her medication had kicked in, and she just happened to wake up and came online and blocked some people. Yeah, but Ted Hearts, Shakira. Let me see. You spelled it wrong, Shakira. Instead of tattle, it's tatted, like tattooed. Tattedd. Short for tattoo. While Shakira doing that, I'm gonna read this again for if I got any new people, any new people in the bushes and the clouds. This book is called Torch, Still Burning Brightly, and it's the story of 26 ovarian cancer survivors. In this book is what me. Oh yeah, I can't do that because ain't no telling what I do. These 26, there's 26 in this book and 26 in the other book. So these ladies are ovarian cancer survivors, and their story. Each one of them have a story of I think before they were diagnosed, and during, and after. Some of them are still living. Some of them are not. And then I'll go ahead and do this before, because I always forget. I remember in the middle of my story. That way, for people that don't know some of the definitions, you'll know what I'm talking about. So there's some symptoms. I almost forgot. Symptoms that these women and most that have ovarian cancer, uh, and their ovarian cancer is misdiagnosed uh, most of the time. And some of the symptoms is being bloated. I mean, I'm talking about like bloated to the point that you can see it, or when it first begin, you can't button your pants, your clothes don't fit just right. Then you have pain in your stomach, indigestion, gas, diarrhea, constipation, um, leg pain, tuberculosis. I know I missed something. What else did I miss, B-Town? Uh, back pain. Oh, irregular cycle, menstrual cycle. It's like, it's about 13 of them. Okay. Um, and there's some more, but yeah, it did. Because I watched a video today. I watched that video today. Let's see. Okay. If I missed anything, I'll as I'm reading, it'll come to me. So, let's see. This is a blessing in disguise. In October 1995, yeah, yeah, uh, yeah. In October 1995, I went for my routine gynecologist appointment, but the reports all came back negative. The following March, my Pap smear came back atypical cells of undetermined significance. My doctor wanted to redo the test. I had stage 1 cervical cancer. I remember vividly that Friday afternoon talking with him when I got my test results. I went into a fog. I was alone when I received the diagnosis. A dear friend was on his way back from a business trip, and I called him to give him the news. He came right over. I met with my oncologist, Dr. Alan Gordon, and surgery was scheduled for April 19, 1996. 2 days before the surgery, I opted to have a total hysterectomy. I was 40 years old and had no plans at the time of marrying or having children. The surgery took about 5 hours, and when it was over, Dr. Gordon told my family and friends that everything looked good, that there was no lymph nodes involvement. A couple of the nodes that he had taken during the surgery were biopsy. I left the hospital and went home with my parents to recuperate. About a week passed before I heard from Dr. Gordon. He said, I have good news and bad news. Which do you want first? I always believed in delayed gratification. I just wish I practiced it more. I said, I want the bad news. I learned that not only did I have cancer in my cervix, but I also had stage 1 uterine cancer and stage 1 ovarian cancer in the ovaries. Good gracious. That is a triple whammy. Dang. Um, the good news was that pathology confirmed there was no lymph node involvement. I scheduled an appointment to meet with my doctor to discuss my options. One of the options was to undergo 6 months of chemotherapy with the cocktail of, and let me see, adriamycin and cisplatin. This cocktail was recommended because of something called the field effect. That meant that other cancers could be developing in other organs, but it was too soon to detect any of them. Hey, Munch Bar. So I opted to undergo chemotherapy, even though there was no evidence of cancer in my body at that time. But it was okay. I'm trying to understand. If I had to do it over again, I would make the same choice. Chemotherapy is no walk in the park. It's hard, it's debilitating. I started losing my hair right after the second session. One morning in the shower, as I was shampooing my hair, it just started coming out in big clumps. I decided it would be best for me to get rid of it all instead of going through the clump phase. My dear friend shaved my head with his brand new electric razor. We set out on his terrace early one evening and had a cocktail, the good kind. The next thing I knew, I was bald. This was during the time that Demi Moore was filming G.I. Jane. I would joke that I was her understudy. The chemo was cumulative for me. The first 3 sessions were bearable. The last 3, not so much. I would always have my chemo on Friday morning, and by Friday night, the last 3 times, I was already in bed, where I would stay for the better part of a week. I was told the anti-nausea drugs were so much better than they had been in the past. Thank goodness I made it through the 6 sessions without incident. Well, until this happened. After my last treatment, which was in October 1996, I had my CT scan and then went for my exam. Dr. Gordon performed the exam and asked me to get dressed and join him in his office. When I walked in, he was on the phone. I overheard him saying, "Oh, really? You're sure?" "No doubt." In my ever upbeat way, I asked if he was talking about me. I knew he wasn't because his words sounded so menacing. Well, he was talking about me. My scan showed a mass in the lower groin area of my abdomen. To say I was scared is an understatement. I had gone through surgery and 6 months of chemo with the glass half full the whole time. This news rocked my world. Dr. Gordon suggested that we just watched the mass for a month. He was pretty sure it was just some fluids that had collected where he had removed one of my lymph nodes. I wanted to have a procedure done as soon as possible to find out exactly what was what. I don't deal well with the unknown. On Halloween of 1996, I had a needle biopsy. Dr. Gordon was right. It was fluid. From where I went into a glass is half empty mode. I woke up thinking about it. I went through the day with it. I went to bed at night with it still occupying my mind. I was living in a gray world. I felt the way I felt that way for several months. I talked to Dr. Gordon about prescribing something for me. He did. I took Prozac for almost 10 years after that scan. It was a good move for me and everyone around me. A couple of funny things happened during my chemo. I was enjoying a day by the pool, crowded with folks, and keeping my diagnosis literally under my hat, a big floppy straw one. Suddenly, a big gust of wind came, and a wave blew the cover for my head and my chemo. I jumped up and rushed to pick up the hat. You could have heard a pin drop at the pool that day. After the hat incident, I sported a cute wig. So cute that one of my coworkers kept commenting on it. Well, finally, I had to tell her that the hair she was commenting on was a wig. She had no clue. I had been through chemotherapy. Sad to say, a fake wig looked better than a do. I accomplished with my own two hands. I learned a lot going through my experience. The old saying, plan your life and give God a chuckle, was true for me. I had thought I'd eventually marry and have children. That was my plan. I guess things happen for a reason. Remember the dear friend who had shaved my head and been so supportive through my ordeal? He is my husband. I'd met him in 1979. We married in May 2007. Life is good. I have said throughout my ordeal that cervical cancer was one of the best things that ever happened to me. I still feel that way. Ovarian cancer is such the whisper that I am grateful every day that the cervical cancer caused me to opt for a total hysterectomy. I caught the other two cancers early as well. Let's all pray that very soon we find a cure for this dreadful disease. I tell everyone I can, listen to your bodies. They are talking. Please listen. You better than anyone. You better than anyone know when something is just not right. You're listening. The listening to your body message really hit home in the summer of 2006. Lisa Rabb is one of my best friends. We grew up together and were college friends and roomies. Having lunch one day, she asked me if I had any symptoms before my cancer diagnosis. I mentioned one. That was not what she was experiencing. I told her what she was talking about was probably nothing, but I suggested that she have it checked out. She did, despite the report of a benign tumor She opted for a total hysterectomy. When her pathology results apart and were friends and roommates over the years, had the same diagnosis of ovarian cancer. What is the likelihood of that? Though we drifted apart, we have really reconnected. We always have a bond of friendship, but now it is even stronger. So let's all spread the word and make the whisper become loud and clear. And Mitzi Barnes wrote this story. Let's see what's up. The tattered heart. Get back in. Let's call in and get So where's Tatted Heart at? Where's Tatted Heart? Did she leave? Oh, Tatted Heart? I don't think so. Cause today is when I think today was when I went to her page and I subscribed to her and watched her video. She had a video of Ariel Grande, and I watched that because I think that's the only video she have on her page. I think. Yeah, I got that. Um, okay, this is a good one. Okay, this one is a new leaf on life. From the end of September until December the 12th, 2008, I spent most of my time in bed and was unable to eat. My digestive system was in shutdown mode. I could eat only about a half cup of food at a time. Drinking liquids was challenging. I stayed dehydrated. My doctor told me that this was the nature of ovarian cancer. I was languished. I was languishing. My progress was downhill only. My family and friends hovered me around me with worried looks. I required constant care by my loved ones. During the weeks and months previous to this, I had been energetic and filled with validity. I walked 40 minutes a day. My work was very satisfying, and work and play was very satisfying. I had regular monthly contact with a number of friends, so I see people weekly and making new friends. Being a gardener, I had projects going in the yard. I had been eating a healthy diet and reducing my cholesterol that way. Everything in my world seemed balanced and productive. Suddenly, all this changed, and it happened during the course of one Sunday afternoon. I had been originally diagnosed with ovarian cancer at stage 2B in May 2004. My regular doctor found a suspicious swelling in the pelvic during a routine physical. Hey, Ice Rose, how you doing? Glad to see you. She sent me for an ultrasound, and the gynecologist told me I had an ovarian cyst in each ovary. She explained that it could be benign or malignant. The only way to know would be with surgical removal of the cyst. I finally decided to have the surgery. She initially removed the cyst, leaving part of the ovaries intact, believing they were benign. A week later, she called me back to explain that the lab report indicated I had ovarian cancer. I was very concerned because the pelvic cavity had now been exposed to cancer cells. From the initial surgery, a month later, I received a complete hysterectomy and staging from a oncologist. He recommended chemotherapy. Even though my stage was early because of the degree of undifferentiated uh, cell type, my response to surgery and chemotherapy was very good. I stayed in remission for 3.5 years. I worked through my chemotherapy and had very few side effects. I made some changes in my life that resulted in a less taxing and more supportive lifestyle. There were some stressors in 2006 that required more changes in lifestyle. I experienced some depression and was treated for that. And learning more about cancer and remission, I believe both the positive changes and the stressful changes were contributing factors to both my remission and recurrences. Today, I am very cautious about situations that lack a supportive and nurturing influence. Then, in October of 2007, my CA 125 went up for all the new people. That was one of the things that I should have explained before I started was the test that's given to find out if you have ovarian cancer. It's called CA 125. Um, and then there's a test to find out if you have breast cancer or you carry the gene, and that it's called BRAC. It's BRAC, and they have a 1 and a 2. So BRAC 1 and BRAC 2. My CA 125 went up, and my doctors treated me again with Gemzar and carboplatin chemotherapy. Less than a year later, I developed the bowel obstruction that had me in bed and not eating. I was hospitalized twice that fall and became so weak I collapsed on December 12th while climbing the stairs at home. All those months, I was totally preoccupied with dying. I planned my funeral and made lists of things to give to my family members. I constantly thought about my parents who have both died. This continued until I began the path to recovery that followed December the 12th. I now know one thing: if you are obsessed with dying, you probably are dying, and it's time to do something different. My daughter Amy saved my life that day by insisting I come to Dallas and enter A.E. Harris and enter Baylor University Medical Center. Once I agreed to make the trip from Austin to Dallas, it took her an hour to find the new doctor and request a transfer of my medical records. I entered the emergency room that night and was admitted the next morning. I knew I needed something more than other doctors had been giving me. I had been planning to go to the Cancer Treatment Centers of America, the integrated integrated medicine program in Oklahoma. They both use traditional and alternative medical interventions to care for their cancer patients. However, to my great delight, my new doctor, Carolyn Matthews, had just completed a 2-year program in integrative medicine with Dr. Andrew Will. She ordered physical therapy, which consisted of energy work, meditation, visualization, and aromatherapy. She made nutritional recommendations, which I communicated them to dietary services. They made changes in the foods I was served, including the fish and the fresh vegetables and fruits I requested. Dr. Matthews asked me what I have in my life that I wanted to live for and return to doing. I told her about my work as a counselor with mothers and babies. I felt my enthusiasm for it and the life force energy that fuels it swell in me as I talked. She beamed in acceptance and understanding of my passion for my work. I also spoke about my 7 grandchildren and my desire to support them in their journey to grow up. Dr. Matthews' treatment plan was immediate surgery for the bowel obstruction, along with chemotherapy. My surgeon, Dr. Chad Tat, was also a bright, healthy uh, collaborator, a doctor who showed me the same kind of respect I was receiving from Dr. Matthews. This really felt like a team effort, and I felt like a dynamic member of the team. After the surgery, I was finally able to start eating again. It took a while to regain my appetite. My body had grown cautious of food after the ordeal it had experienced. It was actually a month of surgery before I could eat an entire meal. During that early recovery, my son and daughter took care of me. They prepared foods and brought them to me. They cared for me as though I was their baby. I was so impressed by their devotion to me and their dedication to supporting my recovery. Okay. Thank you, E. Harris. I appreciate you. There were many others, families and friends, who took care of me as well. Someone was constantly with me. I was surprised by my ability to let go and receive their care. It just made sense to do it, though, and their willingness was an encouraging. They helped me. They held for me the strength my body lacked in their actions of caring and nurtures. Together, Dr. Matthews and I chose to use the carboplatin and Toxel chemotherapy that had originally put me in remission for 3.5 years. I had my first chemo treatment on January the 8th, and by January 28th, when I went for my second chemo treatment, the tumor she had told me covered the whole pelvic floor could not be felt at all. I could hardly believe my ears. As she smiled at me, I realized my situation had turned around. I felt hope again for the first time in 4 months. My body and I have conversations. Sometimes it asks me what is going on. We have never experienced such exhaustion and depletion. My usual energy is very high. This has been frightening and required quite an adjustment, both physically and emotionally. My body and I now recognize that we must both be open to the ideal of a different life. My recovery has been slow. I have plateaus that can be discouraging. I have become more accustomed to them and more accepting. My brother, who has had a miraculous and challenging recovery from the esophagus cancer, is my inspiration and support. In his 8 years of remission, he has learned so much about the emotions that accompany cancer. When I get stuck and notice my mind going round and round on some fear of or dilemma, I talk to him. He reminds me to accept my current experience and work with it. My strength is coming back slowly, and my mood is more and more one of acceptance and gratitude. I still recognize the two paths I have followed: one to life, to life and recovery, and one to death and letting go. I honor both paths and recognize their equal value. Of course, I gravitate toward life and recovery, but I don't close my eyes to the other path. I also realize how quickly unexpectedly I can be called upon to embrace it. I know that I'm not on it today, and I am joyful about that. I realize more and more that it takes great wisdom and willingness to fully embrace the path of death and letting go. I know I still have a lot of spiritual growing to do. I hope my recent experiences have helped me to prepare for that time. And this story was by Lynn Lynchfield. go hot flashing again. So much for you catching hair. I appreciate you, E. Harris. Oh, you sat on your for yeah, because sometimes I wake up in the morning and first thing I look for my glasses and I'm like, and I don't see them that I put them up anywhere. I'm like, oh no, where are they? And I start shaking the cover and stuff, and I find them all bundled up in the cover, and I was so like, I'm so glad I didn't sit on them or lay on them like I've done plenty of times. I need to ask my doctor about the test. Yeah. Your it have to be your gynecologist will be the only doctor that will give it to you. Yep. Not your other doctors, the primary care, they won't be able to give it to you. Brianna's still alive. And she had those long lives too. She like James. And James he had so much patience. Them people was something else. Stomach has a knot. I can feel it, and I really can't eat. Well, yeah, you better go. You better get to the doctor, Missy, and don't put it off. Especially tomatoes. Having a knot that you can feel. She was talking about a man jewels smell like a man's, really. You going to 7th? Oh, okay. Who was that? That reminded me. I knew somebody was saying something about a woman said that they box smell like fish or it stank. And I think that was James Caldwell said. I think he said that was Fabe. He had said that. I was like, what? And I would not be telling nobody that. Who does that? Who would say that? I mean, I'm speechless. I'm speechless. Who does who says something like that? I mean, you know. Well, that's crazy. Something. I don't know it. I was like, who, who says stuff like that? What do you think people going? What do you think people gonna say? It ain't gonna be. It's not gonna be nothing nice. That's for sure. So that's crazy. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. My goodness. And did any of y'all see it or hear or go over to QI when she when she had the guy um he was the doctor that was talking about I think her title was what was her title of the time? Um oh, that women was not supposed to have menstrual cycles. Mm-hmm. So that was quite interesting. But then you had uh, people like Pizarro that, I mean, she came in. Yeah. Um, Pizarro came in there talking about, that's not true, that's not true. She just came in the chat and she came in there talking about, that's not true, that's not true. I'm like, child, you gonna come in somebody's chat and just I said, Lord have mercy. But it's quite interesting because Kiara was saying that the the eggs. What she said about the eggs? I mean, she said about the egg when you have your menstrual cycle, it's the breaking down of the eggs. It was the breaking down of the eggs that passed through that I guess when being used. That's what your menstrual cycle is, and I guess what the blood clogs and all that. So that was quite interesting. Hmm. And then she brought up the fact, which I know, uh, uh, that um, they have this injection. I think the women, some women take it, um, take that injection. So, is it an injection? I think it's an injection, so they can stop having a cycle. Cause one of my friends asked me that when you gonna go um, get that injection just to stop your menstrual cycle. I was like, why would you think I would do that? Just like, well, I didn't think gay women wanted a cycle. I said, look, if God made you to have a cycle, why would I go and get it stopped until it stop on its own? Yeah, she said that, and I don't I don't think so. I would think it's the other way around because like our body don't go through all that stuff that straight women go through. Like intercourse and organs being um, organs being whatever they go through during intercourse, and so I wouldn't think that. I would think, yeah, it's hard for me to get that out. Talk about that. Um, yeah, because we don't have any of that trauma. Um, you know, you know what y'all body go through. So I would think, why would a lesbian um, would be more prone to having ovarian cancer? I don't know. I'm going through now. Oh, but yeah. I mean, because I call it trauma. That's what I call it, trauma. But quite interesting. I don't believe that though. See, your blood. Because it said I'm the woman with the issue of blood. You got the issue. Yeah, because I was going to say something, but you know, I don't know if there's folks listening, but it's just what sometimes you may hear me say, um, you may, you may hear, and this is something that I say um, about bisexual women, and you hear me say that I don't I don't do bisexual women, uh, and I say because I'm not going behind. That's not the way I say it, but I don't want to I don't want to say it the way I say it, but going behind a man. No, you need to touch the hem of his garment. hmm If you still at 3 weeks, you still on, yeah, and then the what goes along with that too is just there's you can tell you can tell a woman that have intercourse with men because no, in menopause ain't no joke, because it's different. It's different. The smell, the taste, uh, you can tell. If I wasn't on here, I would say it the way I say it, which is a little maybe tacky. But yeah, Yeah, but you can. It's a different because you don't have um we don't have uh that that smell, that taste that women that have intercourse with men. There is a difference. There is a difference in smell. There's a difference in taste. That's just how it is. And that goes along with saying that what women being more prone to ovarian cancer. That's why I can't. That's a little hard for me to believe. Hmm. What were they talking about? When you said talking, like, what did you say? Explaining a lot of stuff. What kind of stuff they was? Mm, mm, mm. Yes, to be gay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, so that I did see him um, hug hugging a lady. You say that was his sister? Yeah. I seen it in the news feed, I think, but I didn't watch it. Hmm. I might need to watch it. Sister named Heather. Oh, his sister gay too? Oh, I didn't know he had a gay sister too. Yeah, okay. Hmm. Yeah, you know they are what they always say, that if you know some families will have a oh, okay, that if, like me, I am the third child, and they always say if if there's another gay one in the family, it's normally the one either before you or after you. Sometimes it's true. Mm-hmm. Well, I guess he got quite a few of them in his family. Mm-hmm. Yep. Security, you still here? Where's Love Blake? Have you talked to it big time? They lost, I think, two brothers to AIDS. Oh, okay. Yep. And didn't he say he had an uncle that had, or was it the brother? One of the brothers. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. You haven't seen Love Lake? Oh, okay. Two uncles. Hmm. I guess not since what? Not since Christmas. Uh, haven't seen Love Lake. I know that what is that? Whatever day that was, she was going to bed because she had to be up early to cook. Start the cooking. Hmm. I seen Fiance again. She was in, I think, James Chat. I think. Talking about oh, you talking about his sister? Oh, you say who? That fiance knows the lady that said her mom had just found out she had ovarian cancer. She was supposed to be coming by the chat, but she hadn't made it yet. Mm-mm-mm. So, where? Oh, really? Where are they at? Because I seen now I watched. I think it was two videos of that Tatiana, Tatiana, or what her name is, that she made Kwani. She was in that grave to go swimming pool. I don't know if that's her house or you, you seen it. Okay, was that actually her in that pool, or was it one of those what do you call it? The you know how they got those games now. They look like real people, but they move funny, so you can. Because for some reason I kept trying to look and see was that actually her or one of those 3D. I call them 3D, like the be in those games. Because all she all she would do is just stand in the same spot, and then I see, she put a little water on her. But I'm thinking, is that really her? I mean, she going after Corny, and what she said, "You're wrong again," because Corny had said she knew she lived in Massachusetts, not Massachusetts. Yeah, Massachusetts. And then she was like, wrong, wrong again. First she said Philadelphia. Um, uh, and she said, and now you're talking about Massachusetts. I don't live in Massachusetts. So I was like, and then she made another video. I forgot what the name of it, but I even forgot what it was about. hmm So Corny got uh, Jason crazy, but uh, in that Tatiana after to her. Mm-mm. I couldn't. I just kept thinking about that video we heard night for last. Hmm. Did you did you see Jay Wilson? He was I just don't think I listened to like just 5 minutes of it, and then I turned it off because James had came back on, or was still on, or whatever it was. Did you hear? Oh, really? What was they saying? I got cold. I'm cold now. James said he tired of hearing. But I know, yeah. That's the part I heard him talking about. Like he was so above it, so above, yeah. When you started with the mess, but now he's so through with it. But yet he made a statement. What was it? What was it that he said something about them if they wanted to go back and forth? Uh, then he for it. If they somebody that want to go back and forth, was it Larry? Was it Larry Nelson that he said? No, he said no. He said if they want to go back, they'll be going back and forth by themselves. They said Jim Wilson section. And they the main one. They they be having the. Well, I was gonna say the big chats, but keep moving on. Yeah, I heard him say that. Hmm. But he know that ratchet and beefing is what get the views, and you think he gonna be messing up his money? We'll see. And I say how long it's gonna last. Mm-hmm. And like I said, mm-hmm. Let's see. Did I see anybody for this? You know, Wally ain't got no doggone producers. He been saying that word ever since I known him. Came on here. All he talked about. My producer said. My producer this. They're like, boy, you ain't got no producers. Why are you sitting there tripping? Want people want people to believe you got some producers in your mind. Yeah, I seen that. You know what? Probably in his mind. In his mind. Oh, Riley. He want to be somebody so bad. He want to be. He want to be somebody so bad. I can't believe little Blake. She must be. You think he? Yeah. 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 He think he's somebody. Like, bro, be for real. I want to show you all this hair. Mm-hmm. 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 Where did they have a award show at? In Dallas, because this probably the only and, and I know they had no what kind of awards show? Let's see what time? Sure, Mister. Um, I'm at the awards show. Oh, okay. Hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He recorded it. Good for him. While he went somewhere, he tried. Yeah, you say yours on the 7th. I think, was it maybe, or no, Shay Johns. I think she said she got an appointment. I think on the 6th of January. Hmm. Yeah, let's see. He said he got nominated, but didn't win. What the heck did they gonna nominate him for? Uh, the Biggest Liar. I don't know why. I feel like it's Sunday. I'm so lost. Shoot. Being simple. No, it definitely don't. So I guess that was fact fact check Friday for 5A when she came on. I didn't even realize it because I thought it was Sunday. So I was lost. I thought it was Sunday. Let's see who else. So did Jason get on? Did he get on live today? No, he just didn't make no videos. I don't know what. Did you see when Tracy came and James Howell live apologizing? Mm-hmm. She called. She came in there, and then she asked for the number. Somebody gave it to her, which it was up already too. But she got it and she got on it, and she apologized to James Caldwell, and she explained that it was because of Sean. And she hoped okay. Mm-mm. They all look like skipping out. Yeah, I sure do. Now he did have two. He put out two videos today. Well, last night. One of them, um, he had a bottle of water, and he said, "Let me say, happy, the happy holidays, a Merry Christmas, club chat." You don't hear nothing about them. I wouldn't have even heard of what I was saying. Sat down. Just starting to get sleep. It's like I took medicine and then I did. Shit. I took medicine. Lord, I'd be working something worse than I am now. Shoot. Oh, really? When did he have when did he have his live? Or the live you're talking about? Got to read it. Um, and he trying to read who? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Just me and you. Oh, he has probably in the clouds doing some work. Oh, really? Arguing with somebody. Huh. That was, for the life of me, I'm thinking, why did QI felt the need to do a raid on Five Baby, but Five Baby don't participate um, in the raids and the networking. She don't participate in that. So I'm wondering, did any of the people that went over there? Because I know I clicked on it, and next thing I know, not Tracy, Five Babe was talking. I was like, oh hell no, and I left and went back to QR's chat, see if she was there. I guess looking at our phones or something. Mm-hmm. What's going on with? Did you see that on her birthday song? Year in review. Oh no, in the club. Oh, do you? Forgot what I was gonna say again. Um, I guess it slipped my mind. In 2 days. Yeah. I guess simply Trey was. I guess he was off today. Or did he go live? I didn't remember seeing him. Oh, Barnaby Jones. You know what? I don't know. I was wondering that. I heard James talk about it, and people was, I don't know what she was at. She tripped me out when she was talking about those. What talking about? Mm-hmm. It does. Oh boy. Yeah, fighting it. I don't think I have ever been this sleepy. I have, I have never been this sleepy that I would just sit here and just go to sleep. Maybe I got, no, I better not say that. I ain't finna try to put nothing on myself. Mm-mm. I was gonna make fun and say maybe I got narcolepsy. But just, uh-uh. I started feeling that sleep was coming down on me. I knew it was coming down on me because I kept forgetting what I was talking about. And I have not taken my medication. I don't know what's the problem. Probably because I'm hungry. Shakira, did you see them hot dogs my grandson brought me yesterday? You do it too. Man, I mean, usually if I go to sleep, it's because, I used to be in the living room and I lay down, but I'm sitting here and I'm just like going forward and backwards. That sleep came down on me. It's like, go to bed, go get some sleep. That's what it is. I, I don't, no, I don't sleep too good. And every time I was like, there I go. I don't have a clue what I was talking about. uh, and Shakira would come in time to catch me dozing. I have to laugh at myself. Hilarious. See, who else was it? I was just home. Shakira, what you laughing at? Did you see me? Were you watching me fall asleep? Because I was. I was trying to stay awake. And sleep said, uh-uh. All the people gonna see me falling asleep. They gonna say, "Damn, keep falling asleep sitting up." So now that sleep was kicking my behind. Okay, and then too, so I know it, yeah. Uh, and two, because it was so quiet, my TV was low, so it was like it was silence. My dogs ain't saying nothing. I just got two of my grandsons that's home. Just the oldest one and the one next to the babiest one, youngest one. Caden and Jay. They the only two here. So it'd be quiet. Jay stay on his computer. And Caden, he be everywhere. Yeah, be 10. I thought you was already your silent stream you was having. She played the Lila Ann game. What kind of game is that? You get trash. Say it's addictive. Mm-hmm. So, if people were able to do, now I don't know where I was going with it. Do y'all remember Barnaby Jones? With Jed Clampett on it. But not as still a kid. Two kinds of games. Trivia. Shoot, I wouldn't know it. I wouldn't know no answers. You better go and lay it down. Am I high? No, I'm not high. High on what? I think I'm just tired. What? Do I look high? Or was it because I was Not. I didn't think y'all could really see that good with my glasses on. I probably need some coffee. It's always good. I probably need some coffee. Uh, Shakira, why'd you delete Sherry? Yeah, I was fighting sleep. That sleep was winning too. I was like, my, I guess I didn't know I was going like, shoot. Hmm. My my the grandson that's here. Yeah, I know it. Cause believe me, if it would have stayed silent uh, anymore, and I wasn't trying to read what the pastor was saying, I probably would have been there. I would have went on back and stayed. Oh boy. I think I need some coffee. But my the grandson, not the oldest one, that's 13, but the one that's next to the baby, Caden. I did not know. He came in one day and asked me if I wanted some coffee, and I think I said yeah. I said yeah. I didn't think he was gonna. I didn't think he was gonna go make coffee. He, he came in here and brought me a cup of coffee. That coffee was good. I mean, it was good. And then he came today. He said, "Girl, you want some coffee?" I said, "Yeah." And he went in there and made a pot of coffee. But one of those single drinking types of pot, not the big pot. That coffee was good, man. But I don't think I have any more creamer. But he made that coffee good. I was like, I told Jay, I was like, I didn't know Kay didn't know how to make coffee. I said, he made me some coffee. Go check out the ranch community post. What he got? What is he saying? Oh, did y'all see his? Did y'all see his um Christmas his Christmas video? Y'all didn't see it? Yeah, the rent. Yeah, the rent. He had Jay Wilson's face, uh, uh, Sean Bradley, uh, was it That You Kill It Love, Bobby, all those. I said, look at you. He done came up with a Christmas song to go along with that. With them bodies and then folks' head on the body. I was like, oh. Mm. She sure did. That's what Courtney said. And you know what? Oh, she did, and she didn't she say uh, that uh, Dr. Anna was one too. Well, well, can't put it past them. Cause and what's the other one name? Oh, that Dr. Anna. She may be one. Last night, uh, my battery died. I forgot I was low in battery, and I couldn't get it to charge. And all of a sudden, right when I wasn't even, I forgot about it. It just went right on off. Click. I said, dang. Mm-hmm. Also, somebody stole your. They steal your identity. Read it, baby. What's that? Hey, read it, baby. What's going on? Oh boy. I don't think I have ever been this thing for no reason. You know, the other times because I had my medicine, but it was so dang quiet. I don't know what. It sounded like the TV just went silence. I don't know what's the problem. And then it's just like get quiet. Talking about me. I'm sitting here nodding. Oh boy. At least I didn't go to sleep. I started snoring. My head just rocking back. And it seemed like what wake me up. You missed. Keep looking. You probably what wake me up is because I could tell y'all that y'all caught me. It's like a voice. Rich is crazy. You seen that video? He did. It's like y'all caught me. I heard Angry the baby. Yeah, we won't be on here long. Yeah, it's like I can tell somebody watching. That's when I wake up. And it be y'all. Guess what? I don't know how people do the sleep, go to sleep, and leave their thing. I can't. I don't think I can sleep with somebody watching me. I won't be able to go to sleep because I can feel them. I can feel people watching. Because they wish me to be in the headlock. Well, actually, that's a cute video. I wonder who music he stole. Mm-hmm. Thumbnail of who? Cute. Kira? Thumbnail. Ruby, I thought you was gone. You wasn't gonna go until you see me nodding. We're gonna say I'm gonna stay a little longer and see can I catch it. Let's see if it's that bad. Yeah, my hair going back. Alright, so you said you're gonna blackmail. Oh my god. I didn't think I didn't really think I could see my eyes with these glasses on, without them. But, because they tinted, but I didn't know y'all could see that good to be able to tell if I'm nodding. I guess so when my head is going back out like that. Mm, that's okay. Don't tease. You say, I think it. I need blackmail stuff. They're gonna be laughing like, mm-hmm. She's sitting there just nodding up a storm, nodding like them old women back in the day when they sit outside. And they just be nodding. And won't go in the house and lay down. Sit on the porch. See what things orange about me lucky there. Let's see. Got no this on this community. Yeah. Like my grannies used to do, yeah. Yeah, they be on that porch sitting there with that fly swat. Got that fly swat right across their lap and they go. Just be nodding. Oh, Lord. What is it? Petticoat Johnson? Yeah. Petticoat Johnson. Petticoat Johnson. Why do you have to come on? What time is it? Why do you have to come on my channel? I watch. Uncle, what's his name? He was doing the same thing. He was sitting there. He was his head all the way back. He's got all these fake people up there talking about the mess. They tired of they this and this. Now don't have nobody. Let not Jay Wilson. Well, him too. Uh, put a title up about going back and forth with somebody. Shoot. All of them that done gave up the mess, they'll be right in there, front and center. Yeah, Tracy called in to, what's his name? James Caldwell, uh, live. I was surprised. Yep, I'm trying. Yeah, there you have that fly swat, and I don't see him hitting that one fly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she apologized. The people are still trying to be mean. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I knew he would. Because he's a gentle type guy. And he's forgiving. You can tell he's got a forgiving heart. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, man. He done drunk up all of my coffee. Knowing him, he probably knew. He was probably in there making him a cup. And that youngest one, he's always on that. Really, can I have some coffee? That hot tea make you go to sleep. It help you sleep. Can cure the sick. What can cure the sick? You seen it? What do you think? You time. He's a mess. Mm-hmm. This video is 2018, about 2019. Let's see, lemon. A little bit of whiskey and honey. Yeah, I drink that when I got a sore throat. Experience goes to James. Yeah, yeah, James. He drug for Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. Yes, Lord. Yes. Okay. But what Tracy and minivan man, call him minivan man, uh, is going to be like tripping, trying to find him. Mm, uh, Shakira, the video got over 2K. Hello, Auntie Mama. Well, thank you. Appreciate you coming by. Now I got to try to stay awake. Yeah, come. Yeah, get off here. I don't want anybody to see me. But on vacation. Yeah, I wonder. That's gonna be epic to find out. Get some company. Bottom. I know what I'm trying to. Mhm. I said, let me drink some cold. Try to see if I can wake me up. Got company. Woo. All right, really, baby. Have a good night. No, I'm gonna be getting some good sleep when I do go to sleep. Oh, that Auntie Fee. Mm-hmm. She had. It is 410. Yeah, yeah. She had a heart attack, I think. I'm gonna tell QI she need to do. Oh, it's 5 11. Who had cancer? Oh, oh, Auntie Fee did. Oh, I thought she had a heart attack. Mm. Oh, okay. Mm. She had that. Yeah, I thought she did. Yes. Oh no, I know. I know she had a heart attack. That's probably why I'm not, because of what's on TV. Petticoat Junction. Because you know, on this channel, what they do, they take the vote of um, Auntie Mama. I thought you talking about Auntie Fee. They take a vote from the audience, or how you call it, the people that watch TV, watch that channel. They every, I think is it every maybe 3 months, 2 months, maybe a month. I forgot how often they switch it, and they name some of the shows, and they want people to vote on what they want to see. Somebody said Petticoat Junction. And it was something else. Oh, Dragnet. Maybe get some more coffee cream. I don't know how much cream that little boy put in my coffee. One of the pots of coffee, the first time he make it, he poured the creamer in the coffee pot with the coffee and stirred it up. That's why my creamer went to. Or he trying to lighten up the whole pot of coffee. Now I'm out of creamer. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Y'all talk so we can don't have our guests thinking. Yeah, I'm falling asleep. Oh, y'all. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Nobody's live. Daytime, you already sleep. bed. But y'all got to, y'all got to say something. Help me keep my eyes open. Yo, Rich. He did them heads. He cut them heads down, put them on them bodies. Good. But I'm not. They are not in there eating. Uh, what am I talking about? Oh boy. That's bad. That is bad when you're that sleepy. You can sit up and it's like having, it's like dreaming while you sleep. But what kind of content does what's his name? I'm trying to think. But I don't even know if I was dreaming or what. Talking about that. Oh boy. I was sitting there thinking about insurance. Yeah. Yeah. I guess I am tired. Ain't been getting, ain't been sleeping well. And I guess the quietness just took me right on out. 'Cause every time I know that I went back, they gave me a little smile. All right, yeah. I'm gonna get out of here because I don't want to just go and be gone. My eyes are already got small. So, yeah, I guess we can get off of here. All right, all my people, appreciate y'all coming, hanging out for a little while, even though I was nodding. The quietness. I appreciate people in the bushes, in the clouds. Thank you very much. Everybody in the chat. And I will see y'all later out here.